I'm a corporate entity.
He didn't ball unless guests came over. He didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity. That got me feeling real spacey. Rudimentary thinking. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity.
He didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Windows got me on every. Dark side, no, you can't touch me. We were learning typography. Shout out to the city alternate. Times new, bugging, not roaming. Homies coming over from Hennessy. We didn't ball unless guests came. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Zap got me having real weird dreams. Keep the devil's hat by slump trees. Trying to level up and get branded. Other engines worry about branding. Even on private servers. Delicate next my family. We didn't ball unless guests came. We didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity. That got me feeling real spacey. Rudimentary thinking. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity.
We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Shut down business. All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Now we living soon as they come through. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey.
Shut down business.
That got me feeling real spacey.
Now we living.
That got me feeling real spacey.
All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Shut down business. All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Now we living soon as they come through.
We didn't ball unless guests came. Yeah, we didn't ball unless guests came. Get it? That got me tracking down old days. Stuck in 25 rooms full maze. I remember really dark sun rays. I was probably getting too icy. I was getting ready for Sunday, but I wasn't talking about ice cream. We didn't ball unless guests came. We didn't ball unless guests came over. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity. That got me feeling real spacey. Rudimentary thinking. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity.
We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity. That got me feeling real spacey. Rudimentary thinking. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity.
We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Windows got me on every. Dark side, no, you can't touch me. We were learning typography. Shout out to the city alternate. Times new, bugging, not roaming. Homies coming over from Hennessy. We didn't ball unless guests came. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Zap got me having real weird dreams. Keep the devil's hat by slump trees. Trying to level up and get branded. Other engines worry about branding. Even on private servers. Delicate next my family. We didn't ball unless guests came. We didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity. That got me feeling real spacey. Rudimentary thinking. That got me feeling real spacey. I'm a corporate entity.
We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Shut down business. All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Now we living soon as they come through. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over.
That got me feeling real spacey.
Shut down business.
That got me feeling real spacey.
Now we living.
That got me feeling real spacey.
All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Shut down business. All my family knew. We didn't ball unless guests came over. We didn't ball unless guests came over. Now we living soon as they come through.
We didn't ball unless guests came. Yeah, we didn't ball unless guests came. Get it?
What is up, everybody? How's it going? Mr. MKL here. We are chilling today. It is, happy Monday, everybody. It's Niche Fighter Monday. I hope y'all are doing well. Yo, I appreciate the cookie. I don't know. Why am I not terribly surprised that, like, developer of game comes in being like, yo, my game sucks. I don't know what's going on. Why is anyone playing it? This seems like quintessentially indie developer. What's up, BXN? Yo, I'm stoked to check out these couple of games. So we have Pokemon Red and Blue. I mean, sorry, Knockout Red and Blue. That's Knockout No Version and Archetype Falls. No Version kind of terrible. Arc Falls clears. Well, I think this is what we're here to determine today, right? Like, which is the superior version? I like what has happened with this project, right? I mean, Project Knockout has been around for several years now, right? Like, connected to the, what is it? Fatal Art Reload and the Fatal Art series as well, right? So there's been games and like development in this sphere for a while now. So I had heard in the Discord from PXN that there was like these branching paths happening in the project, and I just kind of love the idea of these like sister fighting game projects. So yo, I'm stoked to dig a bit into it. Are y'all are doing well today? You got your iced coffees and your various snacks, hopefully. Ooh, actually, so before we kick things off, I just recently seen that Fightin' Jokes is going to be getting its Steam launch in just a week or two. It is very, very fast approaching. For those of you who don't know, Fightin' Jokes is originally a DOS fighting game from an Italian studio, I believe. And this is like an old game. It's a 3-button, or 2-button technically, DOS fighting game, and they revived it in 2019 or 2020, and it launched on Xbone and Switch. And they had basically the version that they released was just like updated. It was the DOS version. Here you go. It functions on modern hardware, right? So super cool, super like weird era of fighting games. The DOS brand of fighting game also is kind of out there in some ways. So it was great to see that kind of be brought into the modern age. And the team Mental Drink had been promising a rollback update, which is finally happening on Steam. But over the last couple years, they have been working on this new update, implementing rollback netcode into a DOS game, and then other stuff as well, right? Perhaps other characters. So I've seen some stuff behind the scenes where there have been, initially the team was wondering whether or not it was worth it to scrap the strict like update / rollback implementation and make a brand new version. And then they seem to have settled on the fact that, hey, we had promised that this was going to happen, so we're going to go through with it and we're going to finish it. And then now the question becomes, are they going to use that as a base to build off of, or are they going to move forward? Because I've seen them work on various projects like a 3D brawler using the Fightin' Jokes characters in Unity, I believe, possibly Unreal. And then there was talks of doing a brand new fighting game using, instead of the pixel art, using 3D models and such. So we're going to see which direction it goes in, but it's very exciting. So there's a demo for Fightin' Jokes that is now available on Steam that you can go check out. It has like 2 characters, training mode versus, and I think a story mode for those 2 characters. And then in just a couple weeks, there's going to be the Steam launch with rollback netcode. They have been testing it thoroughly, so they've seemed to have it under control, which is very reassuring. So dudes, it's time. I was so excited. Like in the height of lockdown, I was sitting there and I discovered this launch on Switch, and I was just like, oh my god, this is delightful. I want to be able to play this with people, but there was no online net play, and it's just like, damn. Yeah, you can do the parsec thing, but you know, I've been eagerly awaiting this rollback update for a couple years now. So I'm glad that Mental Drink is finally ready to launch. Super exciting. All right, friends. Yo, let's kick off Niche Fighter Monday in the traditional fashion.
Niche Fighter Monday.
All right, let's do it. Let's kick it off, man. We're gonna play some Knockout, the Kno version, the knowing version, the K-pop version, if you will. Let's see. Do y'all have a category on Steam? We're gonna go games and demos. We're gonna be lumped into the games and demos category today. That's all good. Yo, fun times. All right, so I have a little bit of experience with Knockout and Fatal Art. You want me to hop on and yap about Arc False? You're down to do that? Yo, PXN, I would absolutely love that. I would love to have you on, especially, yeah, once we boot this up. I'm interested to know your thoughts and the kind of, some more of the story behind how this all came about. Alright, so. Got 9 characters here. I enjoy me some Vile, but yo, the king. Both games are proud to use as many copyrighted songs as possible. So are you telling me I'm gonna get a cut? Hey, if it's a muted stream, I'm good. I'm fingers crossed I'm not getting struck here. The cost of playing Knockout on stream is you lose your Twitch account. I'm get the playlist out there. Well, yo, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully with me yammering over top of it and pressing buttons, they'll be like, shh, no, it's okay, no one's gonna notice. Alright. So, for those not aware, this love, first of all, this beautiful, what would you call this art style? Like, we were talking about, like, the fat stick man, right? Like, the thick man is one of the ways you could describe it. But, like, it reminds me of, it's like a cross between, like, a Crash Test Dummy, and it's closer to probably those, the people you see on street signs, man, like the Beware Children Crossing and stuff like that. It's like you just pulled them out of one of those signs, dressed them up in I would say 2000s attitude, and made a cast out of it. Well, so we have 3 normal attacks. We have a special button, which pressing that and a direction will do a variety of special moves. No motion inputs there. The only motion inputs are for super, quarter circle forward and buttons, or quarter circle back and buttons. We'll do that. And then there's a remix button, which is, I guess, kind of like a unique attack is one way of looking at it. And so we got, of course, the Rose/Comb for Eddie, for all of you Dudley fans. for all you Dudley fans. And then for EX attacks, you press your special and remix button together. And you get empowered versions, right? Using 1 bar instead of your 2 bars for supers. Really interesting. Like, the using kind of like the 2 separate special buttons. There's a handful of games that do that. Blade Strangers kind of works in that way, where they have their special attack button and then like an alternative button which does like EXs basically, right? You pair them with another one. But it's one of the, I mean, I would not call this game an approachable game necessarily, but it is in some ways approachable. And like in that way, I'm always like, oh, it's an interesting thing where you're just like, okay, 2 button presses instead of that and not focusing on the special motions elsewhere. Ooh, right. Roger the Grappler, if I'm not mistaken. So this feels like very similar to the Knockout that I am familiar with, right? So I'm curious, like, what kind of changes happened? This was more of just a, I guess, modernization, giving you the quality of life features of modern Ikemen and the online net play and that kind of stuff. I'm not sure what was changed in terms of either balance or systems in the No version, right? But like, my understanding, PXN, is that it is, right? This is kind of the continuation of the original game, and then like the other version, AF, is often like more of its own direction. At least that's kind of the impression that I got, so. Oh god, beautiful, man. Honestly, the animations, the expressiveness in the eyes on all these characters. It's funny when you have a relatively like limited palette with the character styles. Getting the expressiveness in all these other ways is amazing. The VFX and like the hit sparks are so gorgeous too. Man, I'm sorry. There's something so satisfying about being able to combo like multiple grabs like that. Just the grab chains just makes me happy. What's my grab macro? It's over here. So what do we got? So regular command grab is neutral. Jumping anti-air is down. Back is the launcher, and forward is the wall pound. Okay, okay. I've been meaning to ask someone why this game has a red and blue version, right? So perhaps, because I believe Ace is another one of the developer here in chat, as well as PXN. And maybe they could clarify a little bit. I'm hoping to have PXN on stream, on mic a little bit later to chat about it. But yeah, like, I wonder what the initial kind of spark for this split. And I mean, I think you'll oftentimes see these kinds of projects just split into 2 very distinct projects. But then, like, being able to say, hey, no, like, we come from the same place, we still have this connection. Okay, big anti-air grab with quarter circle back. So... Yeah, absolutely. And then you get the EX versions by pressing your special and remix button at the same time. So, so there are a lot of moving parts in this game, right? Like I said, you think like, I could pitch this game as a total like accessible fighter, where you're like, no motion inputs, well, limited, right? Almost no motion inputs, right? Single button specials, only 3 buttons. Really, you know, like, there's a pretty generous input buffer. The chain system is super lenient, right? Like, you could pitch it as that. But, like, there are so many freaking moving parts to this game that it can get extremely complex. And so it's funny, like, you can... The first time I played this game, I remember, like, I went through and I was just doing normals and my special attacks, and I completely forgot that I had this remix button, let alone the EX versions. Project L before Project L. Oh, and that's, it can be really easy sometimes as someone who's really into the indie and niche fighting games to when something like Project L happens and everyone's like, "Oh my god, first time ever." And then you're going through your head and you're like, "No, like you do the actually these games did it in 1998, 1999, 2004, and right, and you start fucking going through the list." Unfortunately, most people are going to just see Project L, because that motherfucker's going to be huge. Ooh, okay. Damn, that is... Oh, does the EX act as an ender? Can I OTG? No. What would my OTG be? Probably crouch medium. It's a reversal and ender. Okay, dope. Oh, so sick. So I'm curious. Okay, this is always one of the big questions that I have when I'm starting at a new game, is like, what are the expectations for damage, right? Like, you start playing around in a game and you do a couple little combos and you're like, oh shit, that's super sick. And you're like, I did like 400 damage there, right? And it's like, but what is a B&B, right? It's always interesting to have a benchmark. So 1,000, okay, so that's 1,000 and like. Right, like 1,000 with how many resources, right? That's the next step of that question, right? For damage, his low end of damage are around 650. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Roger's definitely high damage character, right? Okay, I mean, it's a little bit closer. So yeah, and yeah, how much can you pick up without using bar? I probably need to use my EXs, right? Also, what's going on, Andrew? What a sick character. Love this game's roster so much. Absolutely, Mamma Mia. It is wild. And, like, look, Roger is such a, like... Once again, I was talking about how, like, you have a relatively limited palette with this, like, kind of, like, character style. And then you can still do so much with it. Like, just... Roger with like the almost like complete like monotone color, and then the super vibrant like knuckles and the armbands for the grappler archetype is like it's such a beautiful characterization where it's like I immediately get what this character does without even seeing him press a button, right? Like, just like, come on. Okay, JV. Let me see what JV is like. And, ooh, Water Cave. I love me some good... beautiful pixel art, too, man. There is a certain bit of, like, attention to detail in the art in this world that is always just phenomenal. Okay, so what do we have? Neutral special can be... Okay. The 1-inch punch. The Grandmaster Wu. He's got to be the best. Eddie is 100% a One Piece reference. I mean, Eddie is also 100% Dudley. We got some Third Strike lovers. I advise checking move list at least once, especially for JV. Fair, fair. Oh, bless. All right, we got an essay to read. Let's go. JV can enhance the special attacks, remixes, and super moves by dashing forward before using them. The enhanced moves are more powerful, have unique properties, and are all limited to 1 use per combo. JV also does not have any EX moves. Instead, he has level 1 supers. I have a propensity to not read the manual, so thank you for this. Right, the Stickman vibe is so good. I mean, there's always been like Stickman fighters and brawlers and stuff like that throughout the years, right? But like, mwah, there's something about that. Like, it brings me back to like the Flash animations in games of the early 2000s, I guess. Like, alrighty. Old S can be dash canceled. Alrighty. Wow, there is a lot in here, guys. Okay, so stance into follow-ups. So what was I just saying about like I could pitch this as an approachable fighter before you send somebody the fucking Excel spreadsheet? Oh, yo, panic burst. Okay, it permanently disables your desperation gauge for the rest of the game. Okay, I didn't actually... That's cool. Didn't notice that. Okay, so yeah, there you go. So this is his normal, like, forward special does this. Dash forward special does that. Right? Back special, that, dash forward, back special, rushes in. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. No, you can't do button dash special, though. But you can dash cancel after this, right? Oh, after charged. Wow, okay. Dash canceling 4S. Oh, okay, so like, okay. Oh, wait. Sorry, 4S, not 6S. Okay. Probably the least beginner-friendly character. All right, all right. I'm not gonna torture myself then. Let's go to Wu. Take Grandmaster Wu to the Temple Gardens. All right. No, those are the same. So you can do Ford S, 6S with a follow-up, 5S for the fireball, 4S for the fist, and then... Ooh, okay. Ha ha! Oh my. Oh my. So let it hit twice, and I think that connects. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah, right. And gotta appreciate a good old orb. Yeah, and then what's... Are you kidding me? Oh, he can do specials too? Your little clone can do specials? Oh. Oh. Yo. I mean, there's a lot to appreciate. And I mean, like, this is clearly a labor of love, right? Please. Yeah, they are. I did notice that, right? So... Now it's a different... Oh my god, I love that fireball already. Okay, okay. Now I need to know. Charging energy while in meditation stance or by using EX moves. While he's charged, all of his special moves are more powerful and have enhanced property. He loses all of his charge whenever he gets knocked down. Yeah, looking at this for 5 seconds is enough to tell you guys love fighting games, right? Like, it is just... And, I mean, not only there are obvious homages in this game, but... Like, this is super interesting. It is like, we have knowledge. We know how a whole bunch of character archetypes work and how all their various twists work. Let's create some interesting spins on those. Let's remix them and give them ha. Yeah, this is absolutely sick. Okay, so... Whoops. He's charging spiritual energy, but does not. Okay, so charges energy in the air, but doesn't enter it. Down, puts you into meditation stance. Ha! Yo, coming in with the downward kick. That's nice. Oh, you don't get fireball when you're in that mode though, which fair. Okay, and does that? No, it doesn't. It reacts to you. Oh man. That is so cool. It has like this slight delay on it, like you're almost pulling it with a tether. Oh, that is so sick. Yeah, and now you get more hits out of Eureka, so you get the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can OTG. Ooh, good question. No, just horizontal. But that's still super good. Wait, 2S is full invuln in this? And once again, like, this is part of, like, the batch of relatively modern indie fighters that are just like, I'm gonna give you all the tools, I'm gonna let you do all the things, and I'm not really gonna stop you from being an absolute monster, right? And let it flow. Yeah, and absolutely Super HC. Can we talk about how really, like, how cool of a dynamic that is? It is part, like, puppet character, I guess, right? It's part puppet character, it is part zoner, like a Dalsum style zoner of, right? Like, you have, holy shit. And I was like, could you imagine if they let you just do this and then summon your clone and then you can play with your clone while your, like, body's over here, right? It's the, out of body experience of a lot of, like, some first person shooters do this dynamic where you can plant yourself and, like, spectrally, like, whatever, astrally project. As soon as I said, oh, you can't throw the fireball when you're in the clone mode, I should have tried to throw the fireball. And then go into the clone mode. So the orb... No, the orb is manipulated based on your direction. So, right? So if I do orb and I pull it back like this, and then I clone, right? As I hold forward and back, I control the clone and the orb at the same time. Right? But it means that, yeah, you can do that, right? And as you're coming down, you could pull the orb back. And because... Does it have momentum? Yeah. Yeah, it does. Right? So, if you have the proper setup, you could, in theory, like, hard knockdown, drop the orb, do this, and then meditate, and you could sandwich them between the orb and the clone. And from there, I don't know... I don't know what the game makes you... Like, I don't know how the game makes you block. I assume it makes you block versus the meditating... I would hope? What direction do you have to block in? Oh, that is super sick, too. So you can go into... Yeah. You can go launcher into down clone summon, and then and then need to continue an air combo. You don't have the same combo ability when you're in when you are the astral projection though, right? So I can do like stand, I can do 5L, 2L, 5M, 2M, right? But when you're like this, I can't go 5L, 2L. I can't go 5M, 2M. But you can go, oh, no 5L, 2M. Oh, sorry, no 5L, 5M, no, I don't think any. Yeah, so no chains, right? But you can still cancel into special. Eddie's return in light in the no version. Oh man, so many cool things, dude. Like this is freaking wild. Okay. I why did I stop playing this game? Like seriously. Oh, here. Oops. Oh, is it only versus? Solo modes. I missed it. I just went to knockout. Yeah, when they say return, they mean taunt. Yeah, that's what I figured. I freaking love Vile, man. When I discovered this character, I was so amazed. So we have, we have this like massive attack. We have a knee with a follow-up. I believe he has a grab with back. Yeah, there you go. Can send poison out. He has a poison bubble, which he can control and blow up, which launches. It is so cool, man. And then, yo, this super, we get the orbs? I am sorry. We get freaking like acid. Yo, this is, mwah. It's like the chromatic orb. It's just choose acid on chromatic orb. Fucking destroy someone. Yeah, Ouroboros. And it's just that it's still there. Right? And I haven't even been using EXs. Let's go. Let's do the grab. I love it. I love it. Just controlling the orb mid-combo, I'm sorry, is so sick. Alright, let's do this. We got this arcade mode going. This is gonna be good. We get to check out all the other characters here. Oh, right. I gotta use... Ooh, right. Okay, the EX version lets you do that. That's nice. So, EX knee lets you cancel into the bubble. EX knee lets you cancel into the bubble, which then I imagine will let you go into air normals into launcher. That's a sick extension. And what is this? Is the oh shit, Angus is Rock Howard? Is that? Yeah, we got Rock Howard. Oh. Right, I'm not even letting out the ground poison. I gotta get that. I gotta get that just, the damage over time, man. Oh, do the super orbs, like, do they just snap? That's interesting. I mean, it's kind of all magic to me that even that Ikemen can handle this kind of stuff, right? Like, when I see the stuff that Battle Craze and KO are doing, I'm just like, we sure about that, kids? Ooh, okay. I feel like, I believe that follow-up, the EX follow-up, used to do the slide, and now it does a ground bounce. Okay. Ah! Oh man, okay. So this is it, like, and like the EX versions of these moves are so cool and give you so many interesting, like, different ways to play, that it's always like, man, I almost don't want to save for super, but then I'm like, oh, the supers are so good. Yo! Dude just flexed on me. He had me worried for a second. And yeah, yo, it's a good, like, it's a good dynamic slash, I mean, problem to have, I guess, for lack of a better term. Ooh, I got the slide off of that there, off of the regular one. Ooh, do I get the slide off of hitting airborne opponents with 6SS? Oh, that's fun. Okay. You can also, so if you just do down remix, you'll do the ground pound and set out the poison underneath you. But you can also throw the poison into the ground, like the poison bubble into the ground, and it'll set it up as well. Yo, that's so sick. Oh shit! But you can also fucking attack it? Okay. Aw, I missed my... Damn, got jabbed. The 2.5 frame jab killed me. I mean, that's pretty fair. And like, once again, very, very cool, like, interaction, right? Where I'm like, yeah, I can play around with that, but if you're willing to, right, you can take your hand. Oh, too far. Oh, nope. Nice. All right. Yeah, right. Everything like there's a lot of systems in there, right? There's a lot of character specific stuff too, but it all plays together really well. Okay, so there you go. So it empowers. Yeah, right? So now yeah, there you go. So not only does this do a bigger effect, right? Because that is usually just a little stomp. Now it does the big forward moving stomp attack. But also I think what is it, 6H? Yeah, this guy, right? Usually it does this like little ground bounce thing. But, oh, let's see if I can't get got. Boom. Now it does that. Yo, what's up, Deb? Hope you're enjoying your lunch. Yeah, that is super nice, and definitely adds a whole, okay, because yeah, initially I was just like, is it just poison, is it just damage over time? That's where my brain went to. Right, but yeah, setting it there so when you go in, you have a powered up special. No jump canceling it. Okay. Oh, missed it? No, I got it. Okay. Yeah, and I also have like I think it's a 3H in the air, which is like this dive kick. Yeah, and it's jump cancelable. What's up, Luthrop? Very generous with that super, absolutely. If you want the down low, Vile in the corner with the puddle is the best character in the game. That was the vibe I was getting, man. Like, this is one of those characters that was like, oh, I am concerned for my well-being. It is. This game is super fun, man. Oh, missed the grab. Right, I got the fucking command grab, too. I should be using that more. Yeah, I think Vile is one of those characters that I was like, oh shit, like that tool set is very, very good. Just at a core level. So I'm curious, Aces, how much of this, like the single player mode stuff here is, did you, I don't know how much Kamikaze has shared of their works, because I know they have a lot of single player modes and their own AI. I don't know how much of this was actually like, did you work with them or get anything from them, or was this more inspiration or like your own thing? Because I feel like this the versus Kumite and some of this stuff reminds me a little bit of what they did with TMNT Cross Justice League. Does the grab get juiced by the puddle? Let's find out. So, grab. Doesn't seem to be. That's just, oh, all that stuff is just regular Ikemen at this point? Okay. I'm not being a developer, I'm like, I'm not entirely sure, so. Because it's like, that is not, I don't always, because it's funny, I guess a bunch of Ikemen developers just disable that stuff if they're not interested in it, because I oftentimes don't see it there, right? It does more damage? So, because it's not 17. Alright. You gotta back the default one-player modes as a joke because one guy complained when you got rid of them. Okay, that is delightful. God damn, that's a bounce, man. Oh shit! Okay, and it doesn't need to be down. Oh, so that's cool. So if you have the ball out and you hit him with that, you can just immediately go down. Wow! That's a fucking hitbox, man. Where are they? Where is it? Oh, I was hoping to be able to show the hitboxes. Pressing neutral or remix when it's out will detonate the bubble as well. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Control C for hitboxes. I guess, yeah, it must be catching when it's going down. Like, that's a substantial hitbox. Amazing. Oh. Oh. I don't think that's right, though. Huh, okay. Is that... I guess I didn't realize that that's how it worked. The bubbles only hit opponents in hit or block stun. Oh, okay. Oro bubbles. It's actually fucking called Oro bubbles. Oh my god, you guys. You're too cute. Yeah, whenever the enemy is blocking or taking damage, they disappear if Vile blocks or takes damage. Man, because, yeah, that... Okay, yeah. It's still, yeah, it's still, he's still hitting the ground, so... I'm still getting the ground bounce limit. And, like, Vile can just, like, throw some shit out there, right? Like, if they just want to throw out this button, nice and big, just, like, whatever. Ah, there you go. And it's the air one. EX. Even just regular, like, 5S in the air. Oh, how many do you get? I guess I gotta use... Oh, okay. Oh, you only get one whether airborne. Interesting. Okay. So you only get one of them, whether airborne or grounded. But then... then you can use the EX one. So yeah, that, EX... They took Oro and made him a stand user. Dude, so many fucking sick characters. It's great. That bounce. So good. All right. I'm gonna take a couple minutes break, and we're gonna come back and we're gonna take a look at the sister game associated with this. So, for those of you who don't know, Team No is comprised of a bunch of team members, and they have now been working on two versions, kind of branching paths of a single fighting game that was Knockout. So, we're going to check out the version being led by PXN. And this one, so the one we have been playing is Knockout No version. And we are going to be playing Archetype False in just a couple minutes. Yeah, that's you, PXN. So I'm gonna dig into it for a minute or two, and then if you're willing, I would love to have you, hop on the mic and talk a little bit about your experience making the game, what you want to do with it, plans are going forward, all that good stuff. But I'm gonna be right back, friends. Grab yourselves a drink, grab yourselves a snack on this lovely Monday afternoon, and yo, you know what? Just as a shout out to all you fun people who are with me here after an hour of streaming. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you being here and making the digital basement a cool place. And it's your daily reminder that, hey, if you have those Bezos bucks, make sure you spend them. Those Twitch Prime subs, those bits that are sitting there in your account, they only go serve to let Jeff Bezos make another freaking spaceship. He doesn't need to do that. Some random awesome indie artist, they deserve some of your support. Whether that be me, whether that be people like Joe P. Real or Mohas Gridlock, whatever. Just make sure you're spending those Prime subs and those Bezos bucks. Don't let those guys keep it. Support your indies. Awesome. And then we're going to take a little break. I'm going to grab a drink, and then PXN's going to be on and lie about their game. So it's going to be a good day here in the basement, friends. I'll be back in just a minute. What is up, everybody? Welcome on back to the Digital Basement for Niche Fighter Monday. How's it going? I am, of course, Mr. MKL, and I'm about to run and download the brand new version that just dropped moments before the stream. I was like, damn, you know, it's probably gonna be fine because there was like a version of the game dropped like not too long ago, literally about an hour ago, a new version of Archetype False dropped. So I'm gonna download that, and
Adulting can be offside.
we are gonna get there. What is going on? Some ad is playing. Adulting can be offside. Okay, thanks so much, Sonnet Insurance. Where's my money? If you're gonna intrude on my stream like that, I'm sorry. You should be able to contribute a little, right? Stupid sponsors. So yeah, this has been fun. I enjoy the update to Knockout. Knockout definitely, the lack of, I remember the first time I played it, when I originally played it, there was, I'm pretty sure, no button mapping. I had to use like joy to key or something like that. So it's lovely getting those quality of life features. Plus rollback netcode, man, which we might have to test out in just a minute. All right. Let me unpack this version, and let's boot up Archetype False. All right. So what do we think if Archetype False is Knockout Red and our Knockout No version is Knockout Blue? What characters would be on the cover of these games? Like, who would be the respective Charmander and Squirtle? Nujabes. Yeah. I'm getting fucking copyright struck today, man. It's gonna happen. I'm sorry. Yo, if this channel doesn't exist tomorrow, you have a couple folks you know who you can blame. Roger and Shaq, yo, I could buy that for sure. If there was a green version, I mean, it would have to be Vile, I would say. But yeah, absolutely. For blue and red, Roger and Vile. Oh, sorry, Roger and Sakiv. Yeah, I buy that. All right. Light, medium, heavy. All right, we have Remix and Remix False Special. I'm gonna do that. All right. All right, we got Eddie, we got one. We still have these characters, man. False is your RC and push block button. Ooh, all right. All right, and you're in VC. Cool. Here, you know what? Here, I'm gonna let me just bring you in right now. Actually, let's not waste any time. Maybe you can talk me through the game as I start exploring it. Yeah, man. Yo, if you want to hop in the gaming channel, yeah, here, there you are. What's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going?
It's going all right. How about you?
Not too bad. Yo, thanks for hopping on a call. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Uh-oh.
What's up?
It's the other knockout guy.
The
Don't worry,
other
I just
knockout
came here to
guy.
watch the lies in person.
Low latency. But yeah, what's up?
Not much, man. I'm good. Enjoying another Monday. So, okay, maybe let's start out. Introduce yourself to the chat. Who are you? What do you do? And why are you here talking to me right now?
I'm PXN. I do sprite work, a little bit of Yugen/Eichmann stuff. Mostly I just draw. And yeah, I picked up work on Knockout out of just like random boredom because the game's development sort of died out, and I already had like a build that I was working on. And so it was like, yeah, might as well just start doing stuff with the game. And Ace was doing like the no version stuff. So I was like, hey, why not?
Okay, so whose project was Knockout originally?
Knockout. Oh, Ace, you want to chime in on this one?
No, I don't actually. I just felt I just
Why'd
wanted
you
to unmute
unmute?
so you could hear me laughing.
Damn. All right. Well, Knockout was originally the project of a guy named Dylan, and he had an entire team of people working on it. He also worked with Bonehouse, the guy who made Fatal Art. If you're familiar with that.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
because I
yeah.
had said initially, right, that like there's kind of a connection between Knockout and Fatal Art.
Yeah, very deep connection. A lot of Knockout's code was like straight up Fatal Art code.
Oh, okay.
I remember going through the game files and I'd see something and just in parentheses taken from Fatal Art, and then I'd know immediately that it needed to be removed.
Yeah. You're like, oh, getting that out of there.
When Knockout first started, it was basically just a Fatal Art mod. Even the UI was the same. So,
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
so the connections run pretty deep.
Okay. And then I guess at some point Dylan either abandoned the project or...
Yeah. Dylan left the project after a while, and a lot of the dev team got burnt out working on some of the characters. And so it's like a lot of the spark was gone, and so like development of it basically stopped.
Okay. I mean, and that's kind of like par for the course for a lot of, indie projects, right? And hobby projects.
Yeah. I'd say Knockout, it's a little bit special, but I don't think it's not worth going into the nitty-gritty of it.
Okay. Okay. But eventually, so then I guess with the original Knockout project just kind of fizzling out.
Up in the air.
Sorry?
It was just up in the air because there was no like announcement or anything.
Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
decide, like,
and then I had so Archetype Falls was originally like a rainbow edition that I had been working on,
okay.
and it was so bad. It was really bad. But I was just keeping it to myself. And then when like development had sort of just gone up in the air for an extended period of time, I was thinking about picking it back up. Then Ace came out with no version, and then I was sort of like, damn, I have to like actually make something that's good so that it's worth playing as opposed to just some dog water.
And for a little bit more context, at the time, no version was literally just like a small mod that I made of the game as a proof of concept for changes that could be made to Knockout. And then like the developers just all died and stopped existing, so no version just kind of became the de facto default version of the game that everyone played. And then I was like, well, if that's the case, I may as well just take over the server and just make this the main game.
Okay. And so you're basically you're the project lead now, basically, for the no
Well,
version.
Yeah, less project lead, like more no version is literally just my game that I work on myself, and Dark
okay.
Falls is Pixins that he works on. Okay, like obviously we have other people that help us.
Yeah.
Like there is a animator named Jarms, he's the GOAT, by the way. Fully
Literally
animated
the
like the
greatest
new
of all
character.
time.
Yeah, literally fully animated the last like 3 characters that are in the game. He fully animated the next character that's going to be added, by the way, as well. And there's also other people who would help in with little bits and pieces of code, like Curses. Someone who's out in the server and helps. But for the most part, no version is just my thing. Arcpulse's Pixen's thing. We make that very clear as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. It's very clear if you go to the Game Jolt pages, right? It's both you are listed at the top for like, this is my version, this is my version. So I guess like why decide to keep them separate projects as opposed to working together? Like, is there just some fundamental difference in the direction each of you are going that is like, that's just not compatible?
We just felt like making different games.
Yeah, like literally.
Yeah, that's just it.
Like the way I always describe it, like the easiest way to do it is no version is me making KO better, and Arcpulse is Pixen trying to make a better KO. It's just like two completely different things. There's no reason to try to consolidate them.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. I love that distinction of approaches there. So like, well, I guess what kind of differences arose out of those kind of two different directions?
Oh, where do I begin? All right,
Like,
so
this is pretty much
Ace,
just a
you
Pixen
should go
question.
first.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much just a Pixen question because no version is like very self-explanatory, just taking what was in KO and making it better. Meanwhile, Arcpulse is literally a completely different game, so this could basically just segue into Pixen explaining how Arcpulse works.
Okay, because yeah, just
Okay,
from my experience, just playing it right now, right? Yeah, the no version is very much like the original Knockout. So I definitely get that vibe from it. But like having sharing all the same characters, basically, it's like, yeah, what's the differentiation, Pixen?
all right, so there's a lot of different aspects of each game. So how hit stun is handled is just entirely different between the games. Damage, all that stuff. It's just like I completely changed how all of that is handled between each game. And changing those aspects of it changed how a lot of the characters work too, because it, as a result, it's just way more volatile. You have like counter hits or give crazy damage in Arcpulse compared to base KO's scaling systems.
Okay.
And also characters are just like all around faster and just more difficult to deal with. And I changed a lot of the movement too.
Okay. As I'm dashing around with Vile here, even, yeah, I noticed that he's way snappier. In
Absolutely.
this, right?
I also recommend binding a dash macro because Arcpulse does have wave dashing.
Oh, okay.
Vile probably has the easiest dashing out of anyone. You don't even need to crouch cancel his, it's just self-cancelable. But other
oh my
characters can just do like crouch cancelable dashes. So like hit enter, just go to button config, bind anything to dash macro and just mash that.
Yeah. Here, yeah. Oh, yeah. So yeah, just forward, but...
Yeah, you can do it however you want. Also, you probably notice you gain meter by moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that bar above your meter is gone. The desperation gauge, I didn't like it, so I got rid of it. In Arcpulse, yeah, all mechanics are just tied to your basic meter and your burst gauge. And yeah, I took a lot of inspiration from Guilty Gear's tension gauge for the whole meter mechanics. It does work slightly differently because it's much less, I'd say it's much less refined here. It's just you gain meter based on your velocity. So the faster that you move at any given moment, the more meter you gain.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so wave dashing, definitely, if you have like a character with higher velocity on the first handful of frames or whatever, then you're going to gain a ton more meter.
You're going to gain more meter, yeah.
Nice.
The game, Arcpulse also adds super jumps. So if you tap down, then up, you can fly. You'll see when you have an after image.
Yeah.
And also added aerial drifting. So when you jump, you can hold back or forward to drift.
Okay.
And your drift is even stronger out of a super jump.
Oh, yeah, that's so much. Oh my god. Okay. And it carries into like your secondary jump. So if you like double jump out of a super jump, you maintain the super jump momentum.
Yeah, you have a whole bunch of momentum.
Wow, that's actually really cool. Because yeah, super jump, dash, you can really carry that. That's super cool. Okay, I'm genuinely curious about this. So for both of you here, like as indie developers, I have noticed this trend in like extra mobility and the drift in the air, right? Like this kind of subtle increase in variable mobility, I've seen it pop up in so many games like, you know, Frostfire and Duels of Fortune and stuff like that. And now here, what is it about that is appealing?
I liked how Melty Blood handled it, and Melty Blood's a big inspiration for me.
Okay.
So I really wanted, because like Knockout's a pretty easy game. I didn't want to make it have like a higher barrier to entry per se, mostly because I didn't feel like just recoding everybody to have like, oh, special motions or something, and that wasn't at the core of what I felt like harmed some of the game's fun. But what I did want to do was just give players more to play with. So you get super jumps, you get crazy movement for insane neutral, and you get a scaling system that rewards punishes, like specific punishes for blowing people up.
Yeah.
Within like the same framework of simple inputs.
Yeah, so like the counter hit system, like, so what was your focus there? You said like you get like these huge damage increases. Is it kind of like Crush Counter from Street Fighter, where you get the extra reel or anything like that?
Okay, so certain moves do have special counter hit effects.
Okay.
That in and of itself isn't really unique to this version of the game.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference is how counter hits affect scaling. So in like base KO, your counter hit would give you a damage bonus for that hit specifically, but it wouldn't do that much to the rest of your combo.
Okay.
But in this version, everything scales 20% more favorably. So like you just have like a 20% damage bonus on everything in the combo. If it's a counter hit starter.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, really incentivizing the punish game and like focusing on that.
Yeah, and part of that was part of incentivizing the punish game is the training mode tools. Ace and I worked together and made the training mode better. You open the menu, I think it's hit escape, and go to training menu. You can set the CPU to do a punish option after whatever you want.
After, guard, recovery, wake up.
What it does. So it's really easy to lab like frame traps, DP punishes, stuff like that.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Yeah. So I really wanted to see people play around with that. People don't really use the training mode that much, but it definitely should. I think it's pretty good.
Oh, that's super cool. All right. So, I guess what does that take? I mean, this is also another thing I have a real big interest in. Like, what is it like developing in Ikemen? I mean, though Ikemen is an extension of Mugen in many ways, it is a much more modern thing. It is much more, it's much easier to develop and has many more quality of life features. But it's still not exactly the most user friendly of engines necessarily, or extensive of them. So,
So I'd say it's extremely user-friendly. Its issues come when you're just trying to do something that it doesn't have a feature for, or it's unnecessarily difficult to do.
If you just play nice with the limitations of the engine, it is very surprisingly easy to do a lot of the things. Like, I basically created the basis of this advanced training mode stuff that you're seeing right now just by looking into how to do it in like a couple hours and copying the base from an older character and just applying that to the actual code. Like, if you just calm down and just think about what's actually possible in the engine and don't try to force anything too crazy, it'll give you what you want most of the time.
Yeah, and the menu stuff is also surprisingly easy. Even though it is like Lua, but it's not really difficult to like wrap your head around.
Okay. I mean, that's good to hear. I know I get questions a lot. Even like, I am not a programmer or developer by any stretch, but I get a lot of questions from people about like, oh, what's a good engine to develop in, right? And I invariably recommend Ikemen as something to look into. But it's I'm never quite sure like how difficult or user friendly. But like you said, I guess if you recognize the limitations of the engine and like play along with it, that you're not going to be beating your head against a wall necessarily, right?
Yeah, Ikemen is something that you can just figure out by yourself, but the problem is you have to figure it out by yourself because there's not really any good long-form tutorial content for it. but it's well documented. It has good documentation, so it's not too difficult.
Like, I always just recommend like just showing people like the basic like Mugen tutorials that people make, and then when it comes to the advanced Ikemen stuff, that's when you have to start poking into the wikis that they provide and just figuring it out yourself once you get the basics down. But you know, once you get to that point, it is pretty easy.
If I were to recommend anything for anyone who wants to work on an Ikemen game, I'd say just find an Ikemen game that you like and then start messing with the characters first. That's how I got started. So.
That's great. I mean, there is like that's the other thing, right? Like so many of these games, I don't know how easy it is to look into the code, right? I know extremely, right? Because I know 2D Fighter Maker, it's like you can as a developer lock down the game so someone can't poke into it.
You cannot do that for Ikemen. Not that I know.
Okay. So yeah, if somebody wants to dig in,
send the games like uncompressed, which kind of stinks. I wish I could compile them, not for like any gatekeeping source code reasons. I just want to make them smaller, if at all possible.
Yeah, right. Because yeah, these builds are like in the like 600-ish megabyte range, right?
It's like they're not too huge, but it's like they don't need to be that big.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, and so another thing I'm curious about actually, how are you choosing to differentiate the characters Pixen across the knockout into this version?
Generally, well, when you say differentiate the characters, you just mean like what do I choose to do differently, I guess?
Yeah, right. I mean, it's there are games with their own distinct like identity, right? And so despite like these characters, like they're the same characters as far as I know, the sprite work is the same, it's shared. So like yeah, like it's how do you balance the like making sure the character is still the character but it being your version?
Well, generally I don't worry myself too much about like keeping to a character's identity. I just try to make something that's as like fun and functional as possible. Okay. Usually I will adhere to like the idea of a character. Like for example, I mean, like I wouldn't turn Eddie into a grappler because Eddie's not a grappler. But like for Vile, in the base game, Vile was like, well, Vile did everything, but on paper in the base game, Vile was like a zoner.
Yeah.
But in Archetype Falls, he's more of like a set play character because his zoning tools are hella shot. So it's like I'm not afraid to just like step over the boundary and change a character if I don't feel like they work.
Okay. That's interesting. So who would you say, out of all the characters in the game, who would you say you have probably made the biggest changes to?
The biggest changes to Angus. I put a lot of work into changing Angus. Arzon has probably been changed like the most from the base game, but most of that was Ace. Ace changed how Arzon worked a lot.
Oh yeah, you wanna know why no version exists in the first place? You wanna know the primary, like the main thing that even made me create? Remember when I said no version was like a proof of concept mod? You wanna know the primary thing that made me even create no version 1, the mod? It's because Arzon, the wind character, the air character, had no special moves in the air. So the main purpose of the original no version was me giving air moves to Arzon.
Cause yeah, why couldn't he do this? Like, that makes perfectly good sense. He should be able to float and button out of it. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so that was like
Float's even better in no version because he has an EX version where he can like go in any direction.
Oh, really?
But in this version, he can triple jump with it. So.
I'm a bit of an Arzon enjoyer.
Yeah, Ace loves Arzon. Which, if you weren't already aware, some of these characters, specifically One and Arzon, are from Kyun's Dojo, which is like an art community of people who do like character battles and stuff. So yeah, those two characters are from that community.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it maybe this game does have a bit of a connection back to like the stick fight flash animations of old.
Definitely, that's why it exists.
Yeah.
It's just that most of the characters didn't end up actually being duelists in the end, which isn't something that I particularly mind.
Mm-hmm. That's fucking phenomenal. Like, I'm curious. Do either of you have any like history and background in that kind of community or in that animation stuff?
Yeah, both of us do actually.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
a little bit.
A little bit. Where did that start for you guys? I'm curious because like I was a huge enjoyer of it when I was growing up. That was like just being on new grounds and finding like as many of those things as I could was my goal. So
If you want me personally, the pipeline was something along the lines of seeing Alpha versus Yo-Yo randomly on YouTube, and that leading me to Stick Page, and then that eventually leading me to Hyun's Dojo after Stick Page died.
okay.
Yeah.
Also,
I
the main
got
reason
into-
I'm even in Knockouts. Sorry, Fiction. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll just finish what I was saying. The main reason I'm even into Knockout in the first place, though, is because of Fatal Art, which is a different stick figure game from years ago. And I basically started playing Knockout in the first place, coping over the loss of Fatal Art.
after it died.
Yeah.
Yeah. My story with stick figure stuff is very simple. I don't remember what even initially got me into the community. I got into it at a later time than Ace. By the time I was getting into it, Stick Page had already died. So I was like a dojo person. But yeah, I got into it making my own stuff and uploading it to YouTube. And since Dojo was like the hub for stick figure animation, I was subscribed to it back in the day, and they promoted this game on their channel. So that's how I ended up finding out about it.
Ah, okay.
I did also play Fatal Art back in the day. I have a core memory where I played Fatal Art, like, I think I was in, I don't remember when, but I played Fatal Art like in like one of my social studies classes with some random dude.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, you can't duck fireballs in this game? I don't know why he said that, but yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing. I'm glad that connection, right? Because like I've seen, there was another game I was playing. I can't remember the title off the top of my head that had a similar aesthetic, and there's been a couple of like stick fighting games that have come out, and I'm always like, yeah, I never know if this is just like, is this the nostalgia at this point from people who watch those things, or is this just kind of like the continuation of those creators, right? And it seems to be, some of y'all are still around, so.
Yeah. I definitely feel like you can put stick figure games into like specific groups. Like, I feel like there's like games like Stick Fight, where it's like, it's the idea of a stick figure fight, and there's like other ones where they're specifically into the community that formed around it, like Knockout or Fatal Art. So yeah. So much rich history.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, whoa! That is, yo, one is pretty freaking sick, I gotta say. And he is insanely fast. I see what you mean about the movement.
One is incredibly fast. One thing that I had to do, or I felt like I had to do for Archetype False, is that you might notice. So when you do air dash and follow it up with a button, you don't immediately drop. That's something that's present in like Guilty Gear, Blaze Blue, air dashers. It wasn't present in the base game. Usually when you did a button out of air dash in the base game, you would fall down, which made a lot of buttons more difficult to anti-air, and also meant that you could get like pretty good frame advantage doing a button out of IAD, like at any height. So that's something I felt like I should change, because I pretty much like buffed all the movement, so I didn't want people to just be smothering each other for free like that all the time.
I feel like I should clarify, whenever he says the base game, he means like before
Yeah, I
the
mean,
split happened.
Before the split.
Yeah,
That's what I mean by base
absolutely.
game.
That's,
Yeah.
I think this is an amazing journey. So like, YouTube, obviously you have like distinct identities for these games, and so that's it. So what decided you to like, what made you decide to do this kind of like pairing, like explicitly calling them out as sister games, right?
Because I was already making No Version, and he was already making Arc False, and we knew we weren't going to be able to mash these together.
There was just no desire to mash them together, so it's just like, alright, here's two games.
Yeah.
2K.
Also, I feel like another reason is getting a little bit into the behind the scenes stuff from what I could observe, like from what I'd seen. like a big reason Knockout stagnated for so unbelievably long is because there was literally no central direction whatsoever. So like
Yeah.
when I got added as the dev role in the server, I looked back through the history and just saw like a year and a half of people waffling around and making like 2 or 3 different branches of the game, and neither of them ever went anywhere. So I think like. So ironically, having 2 different games, both led by one person, has unironically made the development process way faster. We've released like 2 characters in the time it took, in like a third of the time it took them to release 1. So it's like
Very yeah. So clearly, you guys have kind of like found your groove with this project now. So
Yeah.
what is the plan going forward then? You said you have at least one other character on the horizon, right?
we have 2 characters definitely that we're adding. Anything other than that is a huge, I don't know. It's like whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, basically, going forward with this game, in Archetype Falls specifically, I still need to re-add Grandmaster Wu to the game, because if you haven't seen yet, he's absent currently,
Yes, I did notice.
because I am reworking him. But, yeah, going forward, just add more characters, quality of life stuff, balance, then leave the game alone and feel it's in a good state.
And let it kind of just simmer with the fans.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely appreciate that. I mean, you know, update it, get into a good position, and then like let it cook for a bit, man. Like there's a lot that can be, especially in a game like this where it's like just look at how many systems, look at the mobility options in this version here. It's like there's enough for people to chew on.
Yeah, definitely. And it's been interesting seeing how people do it. Like, Sakave specifically is probably like one of the most optimized characters in this game.
Okay.
Mostly thanks to Curses, a member of our community who plays the hell out of Sakave.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny to see what different people do with the same character.
For sure. So, okay, actually, what has the community been like? I mean, obviously you have a...
So the community is generally not super active, but we have been seeing more activity recently, so... For better and for worse.
What do you mean by that?
Just great Discord server. Great Discord server.
Ah, okay. So just okay, I get that.
If you ever join the Discord server, do not look at the pinned messages in any of the channels.
If you ever join the Discord server, just like... If anyone has Yap in their name, do not like read a single thing they say.
Okay. Noted.
That's the Knockout Survival Guide.
We like to keep our community as volatile as the game. It gets you prepared for the things you'll have to do in a match.
You read a message and you get counter hit punished mentally.
Oh no. Oh, don't you love the internet?
The internet is awesome.
You should join the tournament though. Yeah, you guys host events?
Yes, I am hosting a tournament later today, 6:30 EST. I literally just announced, I decided randomly on a whim to host a tournament, because, like, why not? And, surprisingly, like, 8 or 9 people signed up for it, so... Oh, looks like we're up to 10 now. Wow. It's gonna be interesting. We have some old players, and we have some new players, so I guess we'll get to see how it plays out.
That's always fun. Alright. God, this character is super sick. Man, there's like... yeah, I keep doing these things just unintentionally with one, and I'm like, oh, that's jump cancelable, that actually ground bounces.
Yeah,
like,
one is like the pixie of this game. Low health, high speed. Yeah, he had air dash cancels in like earlier version of the game. Then they got removed, but then I added them back because it reminded me of Plus Armilia. I love Plus Armilia.
Oh yeah, another weird thing I forgot. No version was released for Arc Falls, and No version is what inspired Pixon to pick up Arc Falls. But he actually started making it based on a super old version of the game, like a year, like a year before the fact. That's why he keeps talking about like the old version of the game, because that's what Arc Falls was built off of.
Yeah.
Arc Falls is built off
there's
of
like
older.
there's like reasons upon reasons as to why No version and Arc Falls are two different games. They just like are fully incompatible.
Yeah.
Even if I was working off of a more recent version, it wouldn't even matter though, because I ended up changing every character's like how they work at a basic level anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well,
yeah.
hey, what's up, Hondunu? Saying they used to run tournaments for this game back in the day.
Yeah, Hondunu is part of the Discord.
Nice.
Anyway, if you want to run some online matches,
I
is
would
possible.
love to.
all right.
Don't let Pixon pick the stage.
I pick great stages. But yeah, you have the latest build, right?
Yes, yes, I did pick it up.
How familiar are you with online play for Eichmann games?
Gotta use Rad VPN.
Radman VPN, that's right. Yeah. You got it. Let's see. Let me just boot up my Radman. Let's see.
What's up, Torball?
Oh, Torball. What's good, Torball?
Welcome, everyone. Glad you could join us here in the basement. Yo, we're just about to boot up some Knockout Archetype False. We're gonna play some games online. Should be good.
All right, yeah. So, all right, this should work. So I'm just gonna send you the name of the Radman network to join.
Perfect.
So that's gonna be in no mic.
Cool.
Right there. And then after that, just go to join game and follow the instructions that it gives you. You'll have to copy in my IP, so you can just copy that from Radman.
All right. Join.
And I don't care if it's on the stream,
Okay.
because it's like it's through the VPN.
Copied. All right. So yeah, just join game, new address, and paste.
Yeah, join game, new address, then type in my name, hit enter, then it's gonna prompt you for the IP, and you'll have to paste that in with the insert button.
Insert. All right. There we go. There you go.
Sweet. All right, so yeah, also as you see there, the game does also have tag. It's not a competitive mode, it's just for fun. It seems to have become quite popular. I might run a tag. I told Curses I'd run a tag bracket if she got 4 signatures. So,
Hey, why not?
yeah.
The people want it.
Let's see, who should I play? So many characters. I'll play JV.
Oh, show us what they're all about.
Yeah. JV is like my first attempt at making a more difficult character within the knockout system.
Hang on, gotta allow the network.
Oh yeah, got the firewall pop up.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that happens. Oops.
sky if Roger meta will be real tomorrow.
The Sakabe Roger meta, yeah. It's like the most popular team composition for tag, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so now that you've bursted, it's going to take a while for the gauge to refill.
Mm-hmm.
You can refill it faster by instant blocking instead of just regular blocking.
Okay.
And aside from that, it also just refills over time.
Yeah.
So what I just did there, that was a push block. Do it with the false key while blocking.
Okay. And you said all that is tied to your super meter?
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we root for a comeback? Let's rock, baby.
You can also use it to RC.
Oh, okay. And it's just like it'll just tap the false button and it'll RC.
Yeah, just tap the false button. And depending on what direction you're holding, you can go in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
All right.
As you can see, it's very fast.
Yeah.
Gives you a speed boost, and that's if you go forward. It gives you a speed boost in any direction. And if you go forward specifically, the speed boost increases based on how far your opponent is from you.
Ah, okay. Ah. Nice. That's super sick.
And that's gonna wrap up the round. Yeah, Roger's one of the most popular characters. Definitely super fun.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't like a big boy grappler?
No, I'm ready
To kill you.
Sorry, the ripped stick man at that intro is kind of terrifying, though. I got to
It
admit.
is a little bit terrifying. His outro is also a little bit terrifying. I don't know if you've seen it yet.
Oh man, no. I'm sure I will though.
Isn't this refreshing? Delivery!
Yo, shit. Still. Yo! That's super cool. I'm sorry. The super jump jabs.
Audience, power!
Yeah, Roger has a lot of combos, even for a grappler.
Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one.
Oh, that's
And
so
this
sick.
palette has custom voice lines.
Oh, really? That's tied to the palette? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's rock, baby.
There are a few other palettes with custom voice lines.
But we don't talk about those.
We don't talk about all of them.
Yeah, right? What a crazy character.
It's futile.
I'm sorry. Did you just staircase combo me with a fucking grappler?
Yeah. Oh yeah, something huge that I actually forgot to mention. In both versions of the game, this is something that was Ace's idea, and I was like, that's godlike, so I'm taking it. You can cancel your backdash into special attacks. So that's like a huge thing for defense.
Okay.
And with the addition of like instant block in Arc False especially, you can make a gap in someone else's block string, then backdash cancel through it, and cancel that into a special. And punish.
That's so good. Oops.
I think you'd really like Angus.
Sorry. Wrong
No, you're good. You're good. I'm rehosting.
Cool.
Yeah. Angus is a very beginner-friendly character, so I think you should give him a shot.
Yeah, let's give him a go.
Yeah, most people gravitate towards Angus and Roger. And then being beginner friendly doesn't make them like worse or anything. It's just, simpler to pick up the game.
Oh,
for
yeah,
most
for sure.
cases.
Yeah. In fact, Angus in Archetype False was like one of the best characters, easily. Yeah, so your 6S, that's a Rekka that you press 3 times.
Okay, yeah. Obviously, third one's unsafe. Is the second hit safe or safe-ish?
I believe the second hit's unsafe.
Okay.
You're supposed to like frame trap with it.
Okay.
That was a good burst. Ouch.
Oh, stubby normals, though. Okay.
Yeah, his normals are hella stubby.
You can cancel the first and second hit of the Rekka into 6H and 3L.
3H.
Oh, sorry, 3H.
Yeah. His Rekka can be canceled into command
The
normals.
heavies. Okay.
Any special cancel Rekka into other specials in Dark Pulse?
I don't believe so. I've at least tried to remove that. He might still be able to do it into 2S.
Yo, okay.
Oh, damn.
Whoops, not what I meant to do, but
No,
okay.
I win. That almost killed me. Yeah, so if you do your quarter circle back super, you actually get an install. And that's like the core of his game plan.
Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, here, yeah, this is Knockout. Let me drop the link to the game in the chat there for folks. There are 2 versions of the game, and you can get to them over here. Okay, I'm gonna stick with Angus for a bit. I definitely appreciate this. Got a decent right? The built-in mix, the Rekka, the grab. It's a nice little kit. You're right, very beginner friendly.
So like the basic, like the level 1 Angus mix-up. So I'm just gonna block low right now.
Okay.
So you can do Rekka 3H for the low mix-up, or you can do Rekka 6H for the overhead.
Ah, okay.
And you
so
can
that's...
combo off of both of them meterlessly.
Oh, really? So just into...
Yeah, you have to link it.
Okay.
Yeah,
There
there
you
you
go.
go.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, and if you have meter, you don't feel like you're gonna hit the link, you can RC that.
Yeah. And RC costs
2 bars.
2 bars? Okay, okay.
Yeah. Might sound expensive, but trust me, very easy to come by.
Yeah, seems to have have a lot of... You gain a lot of meter.
Yeah.
I never really feel starved for it, right?
Yeah. The only time you're ever really starved for meter is like at the end of a round where you're like too low health to do anything crazy.
Yeah.
And you've already spent it.
Whoops. Yeah, it's 3H, not 2H. God, that is... There's something about that, that kind of staircase, that motion of a combo just feels so inherently good. I don't know what it is about it.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Nice. RC the DP into... Is that just the forward RC?
DPRC.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, there you just did your install. So now
Yeah.
your normals are the same, but your Rekka specifically gets way better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, see, you just chipped me out.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice. I was about to die. Chip. But install does not carry over between rounds.
Okay.
And speaking of between rounds, you get an extra bar of meter at the start of every round.
I just noticed that.
Just in case you didn't have it, you felt like you didn't have enough meter to play
Yeah.
with before.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
Knockout originally used to work by just giving you an extra meter if you got the first hit in every round, but I thought
okay.
that was stupid, so I just made everyone get an extra meter every round.
Yeah, and I thought that was
Funnier
really
that
funny.
way.
Initially, I wasn't gonna do it because Arcfalls already had such high meter gain, and I was like, "This is
Whoops.
kind of awesome." Oh, nice burst.
Nope, counter hit. Nice. And so, who loves Dudley? Like, who's responsible for
Not-
that?
Well, I like Dudley. I don't like Eddie.
Okay.
But, like, I genuinely thought about removing Eddie from the game at one point because I just don't like how he's kind of a Dudley ripoff. But a lot of people like him. His gameplay's neat, so I left him in. But yeah. Some people on the original team really liked Third Strike. So
Very clearly.
this game actually had Third Strike parries earlier in its lifespan.
Calling them third strike parries is very generous, considering
It is
you can
extremely
walk across
generous
up and
to
get a
call
parry, but alright.
I call them Third Strike parries because tap forward gets that across immediately.
Yeah.
But their implementation was less than ideal, so they're no longer with us.
I remember my days of blocking a cross-up as Roger and getting a parry and just killing the other guy instantly because they made the mistake of playing the game against me.
Whoops. Those days are over, though.
Yeah, those days are long gone. So Arzon's the resident zoner, extremely high mobility, lots of projectiles. So, yeah, and Sakave is somewhere between a bruiser and a grappler. He's like right between Angus and Roger as far as
Okay.
playstyle goes.
Ooh, alright, that's a good start.
Oh,
Whoop.
oh,
Ah. Disconnect.
disconnected. Alright, well, the rollback is still in its alpha phrase. Something, something, something.
Put the
Yeah.
put the
Times like
giant
these.
A for alpha.
Yeah, times like these, just close and reopen the whole game.
Mhm.
Then, yeah. Rev it up like a chainsaw, that's what my friend called it. Probably closer to a lawnmower, though. Anyway, but yeah. So I am re-hosting.
Alright.
And now you don't have to punch in my information again, you can just go to the menu and pick my name.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's the beauty about this. It's like it's a little bit of a pain to have to go through Radmin VPN and stuff, but at the same time, like once you've done it, once you have someone set up, it's pretty easy.
Yeah. I dropped the link, I'm a fraud.
Oh yeah, okay, so Sakave has the big, like, grab, like the toss into the air as well, like Roger.
Yeah. Except for him, it actually takes the place of his sweep.
Oh, okay.
So whereas most characters would have a sweep, he has this low hit grab.
Oh, hey, my
Anyway,
buttons.
contest
There,
with me,
there
air
they are.
button. This is my neutral. Uh-oh.
Oh, all right, there you go. So yeah, his neutral special is like it's like 2 shots of a fireball.
Oh yeah. The cool thing about Arzon, his like defining feature, is like, you know, the most striking thing about him visually. Like, you know how whenever you press remix, you're just blowing wind and nothing's happening.
Yeah.
Try shooting a fireball then doing that.
Ooh, okay.
No, shoot,
Yeah, you
like
can
throw
redirect.
a regular
Yeah.
fireball then do that. Yeah, yeah. That's
All
what that is.
right. Ooh,
And
that's
you can
super
redirect
cool.
a single fireball multiple times as well.
Oh, and you can Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And see that 4S you just set down here? This is a trap. So press it again. Press 4S again.
oh, what,
Back
4S?
special.
Back special right there. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So,
So you can use that to like set up combos. And also you can whiff cancel remixes into specials and vice versa.
okay, so you get the
You can-
easy like wind.
Do a ton of damage.
All
Or
right.
not damage. You can do a ton of just like crazy zoning. But the
Arzon's a
movement is
very
also
freeform like character. He is one of the characters that very heavily rewards experimentation.
Yeah.
And I do mean that. There's one guy who plays Arzon in the server, and like I'm pretty sure he spends 90% of his time just labbing different just setups.
In the lab,
He's kind of
figuring
insane
shit
with
out.
it. I mean, it works. He's kind of insane with Arzon.
Yeah. Oops, that was a bad burst.
Uh-oh. I went for the delay cancel. Oh. Oh.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
come on.
Oh, we're back.
Come on,
We're
Canadian
back.
internet. You're good. All right, there we go. Yeah, I just when in doubt, be like, nah, man, Canadian internet. That's what happens.
We got shooters in Jamaica. We know what it is.
But yeah, Sakabe's, you know those characters in fighting games where you just abuse people? Like, it doesn't feel like you're fighting someone, it feels like you're punching down at them whenever you pick that character.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Sakabe does. He punches down at you.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, so bad
Saki-
guy.
Yo,
Sakibe, I think, has a very unique niche in KO because he heavily rewards you the more confident you are in playing him. Like, if you don't know what you're doing with Sakibe, you'll actually just flounder. But if you're very confident in the plays you make, he can actually just kind of bully the other character.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Yeah, he has probably the most fake stuff out of any character, and it probably hits the hardest out of any character.
Oh man, that's such a feel bad moment when you realize it was fake and you were dying to it, and you're just like, what did I do with my life?
Yeah, but even though he has a lot of fake stuff, he also has a lot of just genuinely solid
Genuinely good
pressure.
stuff though.
But there's just like you can just snipe people with the level 1 and they have to hold that
Yeah.
if they don't know how to deal with it.
Oh,
Just the follow up. So yeah, 1's extremely fast. His main gimmick is using his remix to throw his sword out. Well, he has
Yeah.
2 main. You can use remix to toss his sword out, and then press special to fly to it.
okay.
And then just when you have your sword and press special, you get a demon flip.
Yeah, and it's
And that
into the light as a
Change
dive.
it based on your current momentum.
Okay, and then heavy is a throw, right? Yeah.
Heavy is a command throw, yeah.
Yeah.
It just both airborne and grounded opponents, but it loses if they're crouching.
Oh, okay. Ah,
The skies.
I deserve that.
You're gonna see your health bar disappear.
Yeah.
You literally guess for game. Oh. I should kill? Oh, I did not kill. I endured.
Oh, I thought I could just. There you go.
Put me with the overhead though.
Shall we root for a comeback? Let's rock, baby.
So after 1's regular DP, you can act on hit. Like you can just do whatever you want.
Oh, okay. You're committed, like you have to just, you're in recovery if it gets blocked though?
Yeah, if you whiff it or if it gets blocked, you can't do anything. But if you hit it, then you can act freely. Because it's not a reversal. Only the EX is a reversal.
Ends up being okay. That was fully charged. You end up plus off that, yeah?
Yes, if you do the 6S cancel after fully charging it, you end up plus.
Nice. What? Oh, armor. All right.
Yep.
Isn't this refreshing? Guardians, stay still.
No, and yeah, can't burst the supers, right?
Yeah, can't burst supers. And even if you could, you can technically burst before the super, but that super specifically catches burst.
Are you serious?
Yes, anti-air grabs, snipe bursts.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, that OTG hits so late.
Yeah, no, you can. You get more OTG time earlier in combos. So
Ah, okay.
I did not mean to pick this paladin for Angus.
Oh,
Desync.
desync?
It was not meant to be.
Guess not.
All right, I'm gonna rehost.
All right.
I won't hold back. How I roll.
The purple and green color palette, I definitely approve of this.
Yeah, this palette's actually a reference to another stick figure character.
Oh, that was me pressing buttons when I should not have been.
Yeah, Angus is like always either plus or about to frame trap you, so. Pressing against him is a dangerous game. This is like the character that makes people learn how to use push block.
Fair. Yeah, because if
You
he's just
say
like
that.
relentless in your face, then
Yeah, this is the character who hypothetically makes people learn how to use push block.
You say that, but I've seen 90% of KO players just mash on Angus. I mean, if it works half the time, so I can't really complain.
Yeah, but if the Angus player like knows what they're doing, they can definitely blow that up very easily.
That would require the Angus player to think.
Yeah, Angus is our resident Unga Bunga character,
Okay,
so
so
to
yeah.
speak.
they're all sharing the same brain cell. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, hey, sometimes that's all you just need, the one brain cell. So
Yeah. Oh,
no.
desync off, rip. Alright, give me a second, I'm gonna rehost. Alright, I am rehosted.
beautiful.
Chat is saying I need to tag up. Alright, next game.
Next game.
Meet the
Show us.
wonderful world of Arc False Tag.
One day people will recognize the greatness and it'll be the primary mode.
Maybe.
Nice.
I dropped that. Street Fighter confirmed.
simple.
I mean, yeah, it works.
Oh, no bar yet.
I tried to go for the air tech reset.
Fiction getting pieced up by fundamentals? Question mark?
No. Not the low forward into super confirm.
Into
on
special
my
into
knockout.
super? Nah, man. It is always funny. I will occasionally see
Did I
some
just
of
get
my
counter poked by 2H against my 5-level?
my normie friends will see me do that, like just crouch medium punch into fireball into super, and they're like, "You're a fucking god."
Well, to be fair, if you're doing that in Street Fighter, you might just be.
You may very well be, yeah.
To the average person, you may as well actually be a god if you're doing that in Street Fighter specifically.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the last hit. Gotcha.
Nice. Good grab.
I don't know why this character has a command grab, to be honest.
With everything else they have, you're like really?
Oh,
Do you think he has
my
everything
first
now?
charge 2H'd. I'm dead. I actually lost that. That's crazy. I did not expect my burst to get charged 2H. It's like the worst possible timeline.
He's just better, I'm afraid.
So yeah, a note about
even-
burst punishes. If you punish someone's burst, they will not build their burst back for the entire rest of your combo. So you can just wail on them and cash out.
Oh, great. That's dope.
If for some reason you have a combo so long, you never get to do it because they get burst. Do it there.
Yeah. Oh, stupid comb.
Yeah, comb is really funny. It does more damage on block than it does on hit. It's literally just
Well-
a troll move.
I respect it. As it should.
I actually love Comb. It's my favorite move in the game by far. I buff Comb as many times as possible whenever possible.
Who's gonna have an issue with comb buffs?
No one. It's the best move in the game.
Not at all, right? It'll never be annoying. Yo, what's up, that punk? We're doing well, man. We're checking out the second iteration of Knockout today. The end.
Uh-oh. The secret sauce for beating Eddie's backsway is just run up mash.
Run up mash.
Yeah. But you have to mash very carefully, because if you get hit by it, you will die.
Oh, well, that's it. I mean, hey, like, I love the big risk, big reward. Like, this entire game is kind of just, like, off-the-wall bonkers. So it's like, yeah, make the counter hits huge. Make it count when it happens, right?
Yeah.
I love that lean into it.
Like right now.
Yeah, right? Like, you got full resources, I don't have burst.
This should be 1k and some change. Yep. Oh, you're dead.
Dead now, right? Exactly. Oh, fuck, good bait. Shit, of course, I'm like... dude, that was like level 1 shit, man. I should not have
I was
done that.
really... No, because I was really afraid I was going to drop that combo and look like a fraud after saying you're dead. Then I saw the burst, I was like, thank goodness. I'm no longer on fraud watch. One is probably the only character in this game who doesn't have the, like, high risk, high reward, blow you up type move. Like, most characters have a quote-unquote golden hit they can point to. One doesn't. But one is extremely consistent with, like, mix.
Yeah, it's... There's not one thing that's gonna be like, and now you're dead. You just gotta be good with one and what they do. Whoops, alright. Oh, that
Yeah.
has an actual hitbox
Yeah.
to it.
It has a hitbox the entire way up.
Nice.
Yeah, one in both versions of the game is definitely a death by 1,000 cuts type character, and that's not a bad thing because he can get those 1,000 cuts very easily and in ways you cannot predict.
And so how
The
long
up
does that
angle on that
install
always
last?
catches people.
The Angus
Install-
install? Is it the whole
Install
round?
Yes.
Yes, it lasts the whole round.
Okay. So basically you're like, let me get it up as soon as possible.
Yeah.
In Arc Falls, yeah. In no version, there actually is a drawback, but, you know, why not remove it in Arc Falls? Who cares?
What's the drawback in no version?
In no version, like, you still get the insane combo properties and modifications and extra speed, but the drawback is as long as you're not attacking, your meter drains.
Okay.
So you have to keep pushing. If you're getting hit, you're, like, losing extra meter on top of that. So
Yeah.
you just have to keep pushing with install to keep your meter from draining.
Okay.
Also, I didn't remove the drawback in Arc Falls. This is like a pre 2.0 Angus.
Yeah, I know, I forgot. Sorry. Yeah, he never added the
forgot
drawback
to-
in the
hold
first
on.
place.
Yeah, I never
That's
added
the
it.
thing.
Hold on. Rejoin real quick. I forgot to pick tag.
Oh, there you go.
The people want to see tag.
The people
So,
do want it.
I'm gonna be running Eddie Sakabe. You know, best build.
Yeah,
Sakabe
Punk,
works
this,
with anything.
Let's fight.
Punk, this
He's
game
like
is
the
super
glue.
dope. You definitely need to check it out.
Don't look too hard at the UI.
It's free on Game Jolt. No need to wishlist anything. You can just pick it up and play.
It's not on Steam. It's on Game Jolt free. Yeah.
What would it take to get this on Steam? Removing all of the,
All the copyrighted music.
yeah.
And that's never gonna happen.
That's never happening. Oh my god, DP'd my burst.
Yeah, if I can't listen to All Right by Kendrick Lamar while playing Knockout, and why even bother playing it in the first place?
If I can't listen to Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar while on stage 13, what's even the point? Yeah, solos do more damage against duos. It's like Skullgirls.
Okay.
So,
And you get health recovery on,
no. There's no red health recovery. Because the game doesn't have a red health system, so before the health recovery would just go on forever. You could
Oh, okay.
recover fully.
Oh, it looks like
And there's
you
no
are.
snap. Oh, I guess there's extremely slow health recovery.
Okay.
But yeah, since the game didn't have snap, and I wasn't about to add it,
Fair. Oh,
yeah, you have to be a little bit careful with burst because the hitbox can be super huge.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's your time stop. Hit me with your best combo.
Yeah.
Then hit me with another combo after
Yeah.
it ends. That still hit me after my burst ended.
Apparently.
Tragic.
You have no dignity.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's
time
super
for the
cool.
real best team.
Yeah, Roger. All right, there we go. Everybody wants to see Roger.
Tampa meets DR.
Someone's gonna get whiff punished.
Eh,
If you press R again after doing that, you'll do a shoulder charge follow-up, and you can dash cancel it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice.
but if you miss,
Yeah, beware. Oh.
Ignore
Roger
Roger.
running away. Oh. Get.
goodbye.
To the skies.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, if you're not jumping when that flash happens, you're caught, right?
Yeah, you have to jump at pre-flash.
Roger, please.
Shall we root for a comeback? Let's rock, baby.
Unfortunately for the fans, I am not good at Roger Sockaway tag.
Oh, but they get their fill anyways.
Yeah.
The Roger Sakuya community is in shambles after this.
Whoop.
It's futile.
Here we go.
There we go.
The hiccup off the slide.
There we go.
I
Hopefully-
ain't even mad, man.
It's futile. Roger, please.
Hopefully
I
the
love,
Roger
like-
Sockaway community can accept that as a humble offering.
There you go. We got that combo was sick. This is bullying. Yeah.
I don't think I'm built for tag though, so.
Let's fight like gentlemen. Let's rock, baby.
Yeah, this is one of those
Kyle?
games that has an immense amount of potential. Like, as soon as you start playing it, you're just like, oh shit, no, that's gonna connect. That's gonna be a problem.
Eh.
So it's always great to see people just like, let's just like show it off. See, this is what it's about.
Yeah. Even though it is like easy to get into game, some stuff can be a little bit obtuse. So I did make a mechanics primer for anybody trying to learn the game on the Discord.
Yeah, hey, nice. Is it a video primer or text?
Nope, it is text.
Nice. Okay, cool. It's actually easier at times. Dude, like sometimes I just need, give me game facts again, man. I just need to know, like, give me 3 core things that I need to play this game, right? And then you can
Yeah.
have these other sections, but like, man, sometimes.
Good thing Curses is making a wiki for this game, right,
Hey.
Curses?
No, Curses is making a wiki for no version.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Close enough.
You have no dignity.
Alright,
But
yeah,
yes,
let's,
Curses is working on a Mizumi wiki for no version. And if enough people actually start playing the game, I will work on a wiki for Archetype False.
well, there you go. You heard it here, folks.
So. Anyway, enough playing around. It's time for me to play my personal Angus.
Oh. JV is what it's all about for you.
Yeah, so as I've mentioned before, this character I designed from the ground up and put him in the game, unlike the other characters. So, yeah, this is like my... Everything about this is my vision.
Yeah.
Like Daisuke's vision.
JV is literally Pix's like original character. So having JV in Arc Falls is just a raw, unfiltered look at Pix's sick, twisted fantasies. at least until his next character comes out.
Next character will be twisted dark fantasy.
Nice.
No Kanye.
So what did you want to do with JV in particular?
So, as I mentioned before, JV is like, I want to make a hard knockout character. Like, he's very much a knockout character, but his gimmicks require like a decent amount of precision to pull off. I know there's one person who's going to be in the chat like, no, they don't, and I'm going to preemptively tell him to shut up.
Like, remember when I said earlier in No Version that JV is the least beginner-friendly character? That was me tuning him down a little bit to make him fit more within the confines of what Knockout is usually. So, yeah.
Yeah, JV moves at an extremely fast pace. He's got a lot of like weird links, and he also uses a stance. And all of like the core of his entire kit is Rekka follow-ups into 3 moves that he can go into from multiple different moves.
Oh, okay.
And his main gimmick is dash canceling and dash enhancing. So like all his specials become better when you dash before doing them, which can make that also extends to his supers, which can make routing for him a bit weird. So not many people play him. Like
really
2 other people who actually play him.
So it's kind of like a flowchart of like move into stance into follow-up move kind of thing, right?
Yeah. It's like move, follow-up move, then when you dash cancel, you can go to a special, a stance. Let's see, you got overhead for the stance.
And is that toe stomp move a standing low?
This?
That.
Yeah, that's a low. And that's also a low. He has a low from stance. But yeah, JV's got a lot of fun stuff if you want to learn him.
Yeah.
Most people don't.
No. I could see why, though. It's intimidating.
Yeah, definitely. One of the less approachable characters. My goal for the next character that I'm personally working on is to one-up this, as how non-approachable he is. I have to one-up it.
Amazing. That's so funny, because, like, for a game, like I said, like, you could absolutely pitch Knockout as, like, an approachable fighting game. But it's very clearly
I never
not.
It's approachable, it's just staying
it's
there.
approachable. After all, Angus and Roger are in the game. They're the most popular for a reason.
Fair. Some things are very approachable, right? But, like, overall, like, the way the systems connect, the amount of decisions you have to make, the button presses might be approachable, but like so much of the
There's
rest
a lot
of
of decision making.
Yeah, a lot.
I feel like in Arc False that's turned up to 11 because just like the game is faster.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, that's one of the biggest things. If you just up the speed of a game, like the instant increase to the mental stack requirement is so noticeable, right? So, yeah, if your goal is to be a high flying version of Knockout, then that's gonna up the ante so much. God damn.
If I had a bit more bar, you were dead.
Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't reach full screen. It's like a 3/4 screen, basically, for the shoulder charge.
Yeah, the shoulder charge does not reach the full length of the screen. You have to be very careful getting hit by Beretta Driver, because the move does a ton of damage. It's his charged S.
Mm-hmm.
It's not very good on block, though.
Okay. What is
And
the
you can
charge
go
time
over
on those
very
moves?
easily.
Are they all consistent? Like,
The charge time for this, you just like hold it, and keep
okay.
holding it, and then it does this.
Oh my!
Yeah, if you charge it for 10 seconds, it instant kills.
Oh god, that's amazing. All right. Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go.
When it reaches that point, it's unblockable. So
I was gonna
check
say
your friends with that.
Yeah. Surprise someone at least once.
Uh-oh. Somebody clipped you.
Yep. Hey, that's what I want, man. Clip the.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. 2H, Universal Anti-Air.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, one
Oh,
has
yeah.
a outstanding 2H.
Some things stay consistent across both versions of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, that
This
applies
is
as
one of
well.
the consistent things.
And it's not a universal launcher though, is it?
It's not a universal launcher. Like mine is not. It does not
Okay.
launch.
Okay.
But
it does
yeah,
act
it is
as
universal anti-air.
anti-air. Okay, cool.
I specifically gave JV a very weird one. Like it has like no horizontal range, doesn't move him forward.
I had
So
noticed
it
that when I was playing him even. I
changes.
was just like, oh shit, okay, there's... But like solid,
there's some
like
variants.
above the head hitbox, right?
Yeah. And one has some of the best hitboxes in the game.
Got a shit ton of disjoints.
Yep.
Very slippery, very quick, very in and out, very disjointed.
Yeah,
If you know what you're doing with one, he can kind of become a troll character.
for
But he's
sure.
awesome. We all love
Yeah.
one.
You can get like 1k damage here if you just do heavies.
Oh, seriously? If you just like keep slashing heavy, that's
Yeah,
fun.
if you do like heavy, jump cancel heavy button, air dash cancel heavy button, land then heavy button, you can rack up 1k easy.
Yeah. So really, that's probably the play. There is just racking as many heavies
Yeah,
as you can.
front load as much damage as possible with time stop.
Okay. I do just love this jumping and dashing around the screen. Yeah, I'm fucked.
Yeah, one in JV's neutral and Arc False. There's a few matchups where it just kind of turns into Dragon Ball Z, like one versus JV and Arc False, one
Yeah.
versus
Yeah.
Arzon in no version.
You haven't even seen
Entertaining to watch.
JV's back EX in this version. Like, just go stand on the other side of the screen.
All right. What?
Yeah, so it's just a dash. I can act out of it. I
Oh,
can just
okay.
keep going. It's a dash that doesn't have the regular restrictions of his usual dash cancel. Because usually when he does dash cancel 4S, he can't do normals for like 30 frames.
Okay. Okay.
He can only do specials.
Yeah.
Or jump. And then do a jumping normal.
Well,
But, and yes,
off
that
of
is
the-
instant overhead. But, yeah, off of 4EX, he can do whatever he wants
Jesus
as far
Christ.
as so,
that is
yeah.
like instant.
Yeah, and it's not even like one of the better EX moves in this version of the game. There's still a lot of crazy stuff that you have to contend with.
Yeah. Oh.
Huh?
Well, okay.
Oh, that's still air unblockable. That's funny.
We'll take 500 damage. That's fine.
Yeah. 500 damage isn't bad, but generally you want to
Very-
be shooting for like the 600 range.
I mean, that's like I said earlier on. That's always kind of one of my first questions, where it's like, what should you be expecting
What's
out
like
of
the
like?
target damage?
Yeah.
Well, that is actually in the Arc False primer. So,
Hey, nice.
because people ask that a lot, so I was like, yeah. That Punk asked, what makes this game a little less approachable than others? Probably the neutral, which sounds like a joke when you're talking about knockout, but it's because the neutral is so like dishonest. Everyone's just doing nonsense.
Yeah.
Like, for example, like you as Roger, try to jump in on me.
Yeah.
Boom. Just like
So,
stuff like
you
that. I
know.
can just get a full combo off of that. And every character can just do nonsense. And you have to worry about a lot as far as neutral and defense goes. But doing your offense and just doing stuff at a basic level is simple and approachable.
Like, that's very Marvel 3, right?
Yeah.
Where there's like
Beauty of having two. That's the beauty of having two games, though. If you don't like the way one plays, there's always the other.
This is very true.
Yeah.
Yo, that keeps wall splatting?
Yeah, so certain moves in Arc False, this is Arc False specific. Oh, damn, you found Roger's DP.
Yeah.
4EX is his DP. But yeah, certain moves in Arc Pulse do like a Tekken-style wall splat, where you can just keep re-splatting them for
Okay.
a couple consecutive hits.
Gotta remember push block. Completely forgot about that for a minute.
Yeah, push block is very good. That punk knockout does indeed allow for high player expression. You can choose your breed of crackhead to play like, and just call it a day.
Oh yeah. Like the vast majority of updates, the update history for both games is literally just us adding different avenues for player expression in different ways.
Yeah.
I can't believe that connected.
I can.
Still no. I was like still waiting for that burst. Oh, right. It's down for that.
Roger has surprisingly good non-strike throw mix-up for a grappler, because your stand heavy is an overhead, and it's armored, so you can use it to beat mash and beat crouch block.
Wait.
And you can combo off of it. That's an
That?
overhead, yes.
Man, it hits. Oh, okay. It hits so mid. It looks like it hits so mid that I'm just like,
Yeah. Roger has
And
a
then
standing
pick up with
overhead,
the-
he has a command grab, he has standing lows, and he also has an anti-air command grab if they jump.
yeah.
And he has really good buttons for crossing people up. Like, if you're jumping in on them.
Yeah, if you manage to get there through JB's bullshit.
Yeah. Once you get JV down, he doesn't have a DP or anything like that. Like, not even from EX.
Okay.
Best he can do is spot dodge or super.
All right. Well, I said there's invincibility on the backdash, right? And then you can special out of it?
Yes, you can do backdash and then special.
Okay.
But he doesn't have specials that are fast enough to act as a punish most of the time.
Oh, okay.
Because his specials are usually pretty slow unless he dash enhances them, and he can only dash enhance from a forward dash.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a nice little like bit of balancing there. Yeah, because you can only do it off the forward dash. So
Yeah.
You should have seen what it looked like when he let him do it off backdash.
Yeah, I
It was
thought
a
of it.
bad idea.
I let him do
I
it
told
off
him it was a bad
backdash
idea and he
for
didn't
one-
believe me.
No, I did. I literally told you I know it's a bad idea. I'm just doing it to see what it looks like. And then I saw what it looked like, and I immediately removed it and never shipped that build.
never again.
Never shipped that build. Never looked back.
Oh. Okay.
Still got the connecting hit.
That anti-air.
Dropped it. Overhead.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I would be getting hit by that for like the next week if you didn't tell me that was an overhead.
Yeah, it always gets people.
I mean, I still might get hit with it for the next week, but you know.
Yeah, see? And it gives them really good conversions.
That, I fucking love that. I love that.
This route is really fun.
And still, like that, I'm still right. I got to eat like 2 of those before I get my burst back.
Yeah, if you spent your burst, you're gonna be watching
you're gonna
some stuff
regret
for
it.
a while. You spent your burst and you get opened up like immediately.
I really like watching people play no version because I added panic burst specifically for the situations where people want to use burst 2 times in a round.
Yeah.
Just without thinking, and then they just lose their entire desperation meter
Yeah.
for the rest of the game.
Like, have
And it's
fun,
funny
guys.
because whenever I play no version, I just instantly use my panic burst because I don't use any of the desperation mechanics.
Yeah. If you don't like I mean if you're not gonna push block and if you're not gonna push block and if you're not gonna alpha counter and if you're not gonna RC, why do
Yeah.
you need desperation for anything other than panic burst?
I
So,
literally
use it up.
only use it to panic burst.
It's true, Kiro. Other grapplers do wish they could be like Roger.
Roger is the blueprint. Genuinely, Roger and Sakabe are like in my top 3 grapplers. The only grappler who's above both of them is plus R Potemkin. His plus R Potemkin is the actual blueprint that is probably the most fun grappler ever created.
I'm still partial to S4 UFC.
See, never
and
played the
that's-
DBZ fighter, so
It's 100% because of his jumping 2H, where he just scoops you out of the air and just body blows you into the wall.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That's fair. DP into super, just like God intended. Next commander. Oh, damn it.
okay. No, all right. Got it.
Yeah, and then you can just keep going with your combo.
Yeah. Nope.
So most meterless DPs, they are not reversals, but they are anti-air invoke.
Okay.
So Angus's DP specifically, he can get conversions if he like counter hits with it, or if he hits really high up with it.
All right. Okay, I think I got one more in me, and then I'm gonna call it for the day.
All right. Well,
But I definitely
there's
appreciate
only
you
one
both-
more. There's only one stage we can end it on.
Oh, we gotta go to Frog Watch.
Do you like gambling? Well,
Well,
you
I
shouldn't
know
like
what song
gambling.
I got.
You shouldn't like gambling. If you ever gambled, you would lose everything.
We'd lose everything.
What song did he end up on?
I'm really glad you decided to let Pixen pick the stage when I explicitly told you not to let him do that.
Yeah, I know. I thought I might have made an error. Look, it's... Yo, Machina, leave this little guy alone. He just wanted to learn. I know, right? It's like... Just wanted to have fun with the game. No, I'm getting bullied in my own Discord on my own stream.
So yeah, something I forgot to mention. So songs on every stage are randomized.
Okay.
And also, what song you get is client side.
Oh,
So
okay.
We do not have the same song.
We do not have the same track. Okay.
I want someone to just clip this specific round so we can have this as a point of reference for whenever anyone asks what the differences are between No Version and Arc Pulse.
I just gotta hold this. And then the fucking overhead.
That's an overhead.
Ah, good shit.
But yeah, GG's. Thanks for
GG's.
checking out the games.
Yo, thank you for, like I said, coming by, talking about it. Thank you for making these games. I really appreciate the both of you. This was super fun.
Yeah, no problem.
Yo, and is there anything either of you want to tell people, tell the audience out there, let people know where they can find you?
Well, you can join the Discord. I will be there.
Should you, though?
Join the Discord if you, join the Discord at your own risk.
I'm told it's a
And-
perfectly pleasant experience.
Well,
I'm
it's
gonna
an
be
experience.
I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. We keep it toxic on purpose. It's like we intentionally keep it that way.
There's
For
a
our own reasons.
level of toxicity required for, I think, a good community. But that's yeah. The
We
toxicity
literally
is not
keep a
why-
baseline of toxicity. So like,
The level of
like
the
if you're
toxicity is
normal,
not
you
why
probably
I
shouldn't interact with the server.
disavow some knockout interactions. There's just sometimes
Oh.
people just say some random shit that I can't sign off on.
Actually, yeah, even if you are okay with like the baseline of toxicity, like these people just say some insane things.
That's why the Yap
Things that
tag
shouldn't
was
be
created.
spoken.
All right, people say
But
shit on the internet, is what you're telling
If
me.
yes, if you do join, as long as you just like stay in the Arc False and No Version channels, you'll be fine. Like if you just want to talk about the game, those channels are perfectly fine.
I also
So-
recommend inspiring quotes for your daily inspiration.
Yeah, if you want a perfect like model on how not to act as a human being, check out inspiring quotes. They'll inspire you to be better.
All right.
Also, I'm going to be running a bracket tonight for the game. In about an hour and 15 minutes, actually. But yeah,
Nice.
bracket tonight. There's no money payout, but number one gets a drawing from myself, Ace, and Curses. So,
Beautiful. Well, yo, there. I just posted
Yeah.
the link to the game on Game Jolt there in the chat. Everyone should go
Sweet.
check it out. And if you got
Yeah.
some time tonight, hop by the tournament and see what the game's all about yourself.
yeah. I guess also if you want to see stuff about the game and don't particularly want to be in the Discord, you can follow the Twitter.
Oh yeah, I
So-
completely forgot those.
I put that in chat. I might get sniped by Automod, but
It's like, hey guys, is there any way you want to see us? No, not that I can think of. Just completely forgetting that we literally run a Twitter.
yeah. Well, saying
Also
we
have
run
that.
a Twitter is a stretch, but
The Twitter exists though, so
the Twitter
We
does
po-
exist.
I don't know if you can say it's a stretch considering the things we post there. We run a Twitter.
We do run a Twitter.
Whether you want to claim it or not doesn't change the fact that we do run it.
Yeah.
all
I
right.
really
guys.
like
Well,
the tag combo video.
thank you very much for joining me here in the basement. I appreciate it, guys. Everyone should go check out Knockout yourselves. I'm gonna do my little sign off here. But yo, thanks. Like I said, thanks for joining. Thanks for the matches.
Thank you
for
for
playing.
having us.
Of course. I'll catch you guys later.
Yeah, see ya.
All right, friends. Like I said, thank you for joining me here in the Digital Basement for Niche Fighter Monday, as we do every week. I will be back next Monday with a special guest. I will be joined by Bye Bye Blue, developer of Dojo Masters, and now Dojo Masters EX on the Exa Arcadia platform. So I'm going to have them on to chat a little bit about Dojo Masters, where the game came from, where it's going, and maybe we'll get some insight into this Exa Arcadia version as well. So I hope y'all swing by for that next Monday at 2 p.m. Make sure to give me a follow, folks, on the Twitter, MrMKL_, and on the YouTube as well. I'm posting stuff. I posted a video just recently on YouTube about Super Dragon Punch Force 3, the new indie game from Talent Digital Artists out of South Africa. Go check it out, and let me know your thoughts on it. And yeah, I will see y'all here in the basement next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, friends.